All right, step number 1 in prepping for a potential closure and moving our classes online is to create a YouTube account. This is something you want to do whether or not you plan on making your own videos. And I'm going to show you how you can just take advantage of what's on YouTube to curate a playlist for your students. So to create a YouTube account, you're going to go to youtube.com and click sign in. If you need to, let's remove so I can actually see some stuff. Yes. What's going to happen is it's going to take you to a Google sign-in. You can sign in if you already have a Google account. Word of warning though, it will use whatever picture you have on your Google account. So if you have a personal Google account, you don't want to link it to this YouTube, you may choose to create a new one. So if you want to create a new account, you'll click here and then you'll make basically a new Google account. Note here, and you can make your first name Professor instead of your real name. The only issue is that we're going to have issues finding potentially Google accounts. Oh, look, you can make a new one with an existing email address. Could I use this? Let's try. Sometimes I learn things. Species.edu. Let me just make up a bananas password. It's probably going to yell at me for that being too easy. Yeah, I knew you would be mad at me. Riveting video, by the way, is when students are just watching you type, as you can see. Okay, so this Gmail account, this username is taken, try another. So I must have done this before. So you can do this. You can also create a Gmail account, like I said. I have way too many Gmail accounts, so I'm just going to do a sign-in instead. So we have a generic math one for Mesa, which I'm going to use. And I'm going to sign in. So once you create an account, you'll be in YouTube. Now, the easiest thing to do, and you can start doing this now, and the reason why I'm even putting this in this video, is some of us have students who are sick and staying out of school, and we want to encourage this so that we are not, creating more of an outbreak than we need to. So if we know what we're covering in class, say I'm covering graphing polynomial functions, maybe let's do graphing rationals. I'm going to search that on YouTube. Easier for me as an instructor because I know exactly what the content is called. And then I can see all of these different videos. I've got this guy in front of a whiteboard talking about graphing rationals using 6 steps. I've got this one that's like a screencast using a blackboard with some nice colors. I've got somebody who's doing these things by hand. Patrick JMT is an awesome source. So some of these are really good, and you can actually see how many views they have. Typically, the more views, the better the video probably is. Now, an issue is that sometimes we will have different styles, so you want to kind of do a quick glance through to see if the style matches yours. I particularly love Patrick JMT. He's a great resource. So is the organic chemistry teacher or tutor. So I'm going to go with Patrick JMT's.
Sunny D, vegan Ariel.
He has got ads because he is big enough to make money off of this. So you can see he's already puts in here what he's going to cover. He's got a ton of views. A lot of people have said it's good. But I might just want to scroll through and see what he does to make sure it aligns with what my teaching style. He's not doing anything that I don't agree with. I can even watch this through at like 2 speed if I want to just make sure that I like it. So just pointing out right now, I'm going, okay, yeah, I like his notation. I like that he's using an H of, that function notation there. And I like his starting point, starting with X and Y intercepts. So I'm going to use this particular video. This follows what I would like. Once I decide I like a video, I can click the save button. And then I can put it into a playlist. So this way I can organize all of the videos that I think students might like in one place. Really nice thing about doing this is that sometimes I've had students go finding a question that says solving a linear equation, and I'm in an algebra class and they're finding a question for differentials, and they don't recognize the difference. They just think they don't understand. So making a playlist lets students know this is important and it's at the level I think we should be using. So I have one for graphing polynomials, but now this is graphing rationals, so I'm just going to click create a new playlist. I'll type in Spoons Math 116 graphing rationals, and I will create it. So now, if I go to my channel, this link I can send to anybody. It has all of the things I've uploaded, which many of you probably won't be doing. But if I hit the playlist button, or a student hits the playlist button, they can see my videos for graphing rationals, my videos for graphing polynomials. They've got everything right here. And so I can just send them this link. I can send them the home link, whichever link I want, and they will be able to see all of this. The other thing I can do is I can click on a playlist itself. So if I have a playlist with multiple things in it, let me go ahead and grab another video. Let's grab this one. Save to playlist, save to my graphing rationals. Cool. So now if I go back to that channel and I go back to that playlist, I can actually see the entire playlist. And so we've got 2 videos in there now. I can reorder them if I want to. I can send this playlist out to my students and they will be able to see all the videos that I've curated for them. So you don't have to be a tech wizard to curate a playlist. You can actually even make this an assignment for your students. Say, here's the sections that we're covering in the book. Go create a YouTube playlist as a possible thing so that you can have them do that yourself. Or, hey, find a video that's really good at explaining this and send it to me so that way you're not having to do the searching yourself. So there's a lot of ways that you can take some of the work out of this.